Hello, and welcome to another mini module for our Northern Arizona Veterans Upward Bound students about stress management for students. As always, if you have questions or want to chat about resources, please contact your VUB staff or advisor. Stress is costly and is linked to health problems, low productivity, divorce, and a variety of other unpleasant consequences. And stress is a part of living, so how you manage it makes all the difference in how it affects you. All stress is not bad. Performance anxiety, or those butterflies in the stomach before an important event, may make athletes do better. You can reduce the unhelpful stressors in your life by taking steps now to plan for them. And we'll go over a few of the reasons for student stress and techniques you can try to reduce them in this presentation. As always, if you feel overwhelmed or believe you are experiencing an unhealthy amount of stress, please talk to someone you trust, a friend or family member, or a professional. You are not alone. Students, and everyone else, sometimes feel like they are overwhelmed and that everyone else is managing stress better than they are. There's a good reason for feeling stressed. It's your mind and body telling you that you are managing more than you're comfortable doing. Part of that is to the multiple roles that we all play. We're a student, a parent, a spouse, a friend, a family member, an employee. All of these expectations we have of ourselves for each role press on us. Part of managing stress is to assess what you do and whether your expectations for those roles are realistic. Can you be everything for everyone and do it all perfectly? Probably not. Modern life is a juggling act, so it helps to reflect some on what you can do, what areas you want to stretch in, and what you need to ease up on yourself about. Part of this can be accomplished by reviewing and then prioritizing your large and small roles, goals, and tasks, and staying in touch with how you're handling each one of them. Let's review some basic techniques to avoid overstressing yourself, especially during your transitions, like a new job, a new relationship, being new to school, or discharge from the service. Some of these deal with time management, so if that's a challenge for you, review that material also. So some ways to prevent stress are to not commit yourself to too many things and to really think about what you're going to do, how you're going to spend your time. To make sure that you plan enough time to do all the things you need to do, particularly studying. If you don't write it down, it won't get done. Make sure you go to every class. Get up and get ahead and have a plan B for all of your assignments. Review all of your classes regularly. See how you're doing, how comfortable you're feeling with the material and with all of your assignments that you need to juggle. Make sure that you use and, of course, know all of the available resources to you. And know your instructors and some of your classmates. It's great to have a name and phone number of someone in each class in case you miss and need to get notes or assignments, for example. If you manage your time well, you will minimize your surprises, and you will also improve your health. Being in college is more like a job in that excuses aren't generally accepted by instructors. You have projects, reading, tests that are all due at certain times, and it's always better to complete things early. That allows for unplanned emergencies like flat tires or computer failures or illness. And this can reduce your stress and improve your performance. I perform better under pressure is a lie we tell ourselves. We all do better at everything when we plan enough time for it and we have enough time to review our work. After you assess all your juggling, prioritize, and plan, there are a few coping strategies that will help you deal with the unavoidable stressors of life and college. The very first one is your can-do attitude, and a healthy attitude helps you visualize your success and keep your goals in mind, and that'll keep you going in the hard parts. The next is having a healthy routine for making sure you eat nutritious foods, get enough sleep and exercise, and that you know your stress signs. That way you'll know when your balance is getting off and you need to make an adjustment. When you find yourself in a stressful situation like taking a big exam or meeting a crucial deadline, there are some relaxation techniques that you can do even in class that will release some endorphins, and those are the calming chemicals in your brain, and they are your friends. And these will help you refocus on your task. Here are some of those things that you can do during stressful times. Some of them you can actually do in a classroom test. Others are things just during a overall time of stress that you can do. So the first ones that you can do in a classroom are controlled breathing exercises, like counting while you're breathing. The squeeze and release exercise, you might start with your hands and tighten and then release the muscles, and tighten your shoulders and release the muscles. Creative visualization can also be done during a test, and that would be sort of seeing your happy, calming place. During a stressful time of your life, you can also get some counseling and mentoring on stress management or take a class. And you can create a relaxation plan for yourself and schedule time each day to relax. After you have a stressful experience, is a great time for you to review both your study plan or your relaxation plan and discover if you need anything else to do differently. Remember that if you have trouble, for example, during tests, you may have an alternative testing room that's available to you. So please discuss that with your instructor or with the Disability Resources Office if you have a documented disability, because there's a lot of accommodations that are available. College is a great place to really stretch yourself and set yourself up for success by knowing some healthy coping skills for all of the challenging situations in your life. Consider this your personal laboratory to try a combination and discover your personal recipe for managing stress. You might find that building your support system by recognizing the people who are already on your side, your family, your friends, your peers, your classmates. You might find that making sure you communicate all your needs clearly. For example, this week, honey, you need to fix dinner because I'm studying for finals. Making sure you keep your humor, your balance, and your perspective. Make sure you note your own warning signs. Is your blood pressure going up? Are you being short with your family and friends? Are you forgetting things like doctor appointments or to go to class? Make sure you also clarify your boundaries for yourself. What were you willing to do? What are you not willing to do? And to make sure that the things you choose are in line with your values. Also celebrate your successes. Mark everything off as you do them and give yourself a healthy reward. Reject the negative self-talk. That's not helpful, and if you have a little voice in the back of your head saying you're doing everything wrong and everybody else is doing it better, ignore it or tell it to be quiet. And the other thing you need to do when you are under stress is to keep a tight focus of attention, sort of like circling the wagons. You're going to avoid the distractions during those periods of time, and then you can relax after that stress time is over. Lastly, remember that you're not alone. Everyone experiences some stress in life, and it takes effort to build a plan to deal with those more challenging times. Use your campus resources, your community resources, like your healthcare providers, your counselors, or the VA or vet center, and your personal support network of family and friends. And here's a special note. There is a difference between normal stress responses, like being tired or forgetful. With this presentation deals with that type of stress. The more serious stress and anxiety illnesses that require medical attention are things you need to see a professional about. And we aren't always the best judge of when we're going through regular stress or more serious stress. So it's very important to have someone to talk to. If you need help, you may need to ask more than one person in your support network, but you are worth it. Don't forget to ask the VUB staff if you need help, or review the playlist of other helpful videos on our YouTube channel, or see our resources on our Facebook or our blog. Some level of performance anxiety will encourage peak performance on your schoolwork, but too much is an unhealthy health risk. So try these techniques and share your own with others.